Okay, hi everyone. I hope you can see me and hear me clearly. It seems that only about 2 users are in. We'll give it maybe another 2 or 3 minutes and then we'll begin. Maybe while waiting for the others to enter the meeting. Firstly, apologies. There were some technical issues with the Zoom link a moment ago. So I've sent all of you new links to enter the meeting today. I hope nobody had any problem. Perhaps anybody has any questions about lesson 3 and lesson 4? The ones that were given for you to try out on your own. Was it okay? Did you, I don't know, go through any speed bumps, any problem?
Okay, actually.
Oh, okay, all right, good to hear. So maybe maybe I could ask you too. I sent out a new file yesterday. I was wondering if you would prefer to go through the 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 extra lesson module, which would involve using some of the tools in the Microbit kit. Would that be preferred, or would you want to just go through lesson 5 and lesson 6 as scheduled? So what I meant is you have lesson 5 and lesson 6 as usual. Lesson 5 and lesson 6 would be the Microbit coding, a little bit more maybe diverse a bit, the coding. The extra lesson would be about using some of the tools such as the buzzer, the LED light, the battery holder, the resistor. Would you prefer to go through that today instead of lesson 6? We will go through lesson 5. Would you prefer to go through the extra lesson module instead of lesson 6? That's what I'm asking.
I think I'll leave the decision to the others because I need to leave after about half an hour because
Oh,
of the
I see.
conflict. Yeah.
Okay. So, anybody currently here who would be in our meeting until the end? Maybe you could glance through the file that I sent to all of you and let me know. Then we will begin. Maybe take about 1 or 2 minutes and then we will start.
If I stay through, actually, I would prefer to go through the extras.
The tools, is it? To see
Yeah.
how you can use it, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Because I will be recording it, so anybody who is unable to attend today or is leaving out early, I will send you the recording link like I did last week, so not to worry. Okay, I think we better start. I'm sure your the other engineers when they come in, I'm sure they can catch up. Otherwise, they still can refer to our recording today. Not a problem. Maybe we'll begin with lesson 5 and then we'll see how it goes from then on. So I hope everybody has connected their USB cable to their microbit. That means it's connected to your laptop or desktop. Also open lesson 5 on a separate device, perhaps on your extended desktop or your mobile device, so that you don't have to split your screen so much on one layout. Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen, which will be the microbit, page. Okay, so I'm sharing my microbit webpage now. I hope everybody can see.
Yes.
Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so let's move on. Let's continue with our lesson 5. I hope everybody has connected their USB and their microbit. So
Yep.
for lesson 5, the title would be Rate Your Mates. So what you'll be doing today is that you're going to code your microbit and it's going to tell you how compatible you are with your mates or your friends, which means that the compatibility is based on making use of variables and random numbers. Furthermore, you'll be going through repetition as well as some random selection, okay? As usual, go ahead to this web page. I'm sure all of you have bookmarked the link so that all your projects are saved. Like I mentioned last week, if you clear your cache, or remove the bookmark, your saved projects might go missing and you'll have to start all over again. So I bookmark mine, and when I open it, all my projects are here. So for today, as usual, we are going to create a new project. So go ahead and click, and what you will be typing is rate your mix. Just like that, and just click create. As usual, you come to the coding page. On your left, you will see the microbit simulator here. You have your blocks here, and this is where you put your coding blocks. Okay? So to start, you're going to use buttons A and button B. So let's start by displaying an image first. Just move this to the side. Okay, so to display an image, I'm sure all of you have gone through it and are used to it by now. To display an image is show LEDs. So just grab it and just snap it under on start button. So what I've put a little note down there is that in your lesson module, you'll notice that you can also use text instead of show LEDs. Instead of show LEDs, you can also show text. So when I say show text, it means you're showing a string of text. So this is your text and it's called a string. So you can try with this as well, it's no problem. I'm going to go ahead with LEDs. Okay. Next up is that you want to show your rating when you press button A and button B together. All right. So what you do is, you go ahead to input here. And we said that we'll be using button A and button B together. Okay, so on this small arrow, just click it and you will want A plus B. That means you'll be pressing it together. Okay, so add a code now to show a question mark for 1 second. You're just giving a suspense feeling to your friends, okay? So similarly, go back to basics. Go back to basics and grab a show LEDs, okay? Or alternatively, you can just duplicate here. You already have one here, so you can right click to duplicate. Okay, just like that. So I just want to make it clear to everybody. So maybe on the on start here, let's draw a beginning image and opening image, okay? So if I'm not mistaken, it'll be somewhat like an arrow on your left and right, just like that. So when you go on start, you will start with this display here. Now, you want to build suspense, right? So let's create a question mark image. Just like that. Okay? So moving on, now you want it to have a build, a suspend build. So let's pause and clear screen so that it'll show it won't just appear once when you press when this happens. You want it to remain for a while. You want the question mark to remain for a while. What you're going to do is you're going to go to basic, you're going to go to pause here, just like that. And then you're going to go to clear screen, which means you want to clear the screen. And then you want to pause again. So you can either go back to basic, you can grab a pause block, or I'm sure you're adaptable enough to just duplicate it. Right click to duplicate it. Just like that. So let's pause for 1 second, which is 1000 millisecond. Okay. Please let me know if I'm going too fast, and I'll slow down the pace. So let's test this. Let's test this out now over here on the screen. Not on your Microbit device yet. Just let's test it out here, okay? So when you go on start, you have this, the same image. But let's press A and B together. A question mark should appear. And it'll pause for 1 second and then it'll clear screen. So you can actually count for 1 second when you press A and B together, and then it'll clear screen. That's it. Okay? Now let's display a short animation in your program code. So to make a question mark, you want to make it flash 5 times. So it'll go question mark 5 times, just like that. Okay? And you need a repeat block. You'll need a repeat block for this, for it to repeat 5 times. So it's quite straightforward actually. To repeat, naturally, we go to loops here and just grab repeat here. See? You go to loops, grab a repeat here. Okay? And you're going to insert it below the button here. Okay? But you want to repeat the question mark. So what you do is just hover over here, and when you grab show LEDs, it'll grab everything else and just arrange it back under repeat like that. So like I said, we're going to repeat it 5 times. Just go over to the value here, highlight it, and you can type in 5. Or you can type in however many times you want it to repeat. I don't think you want to repeat it too many times, okay? Alright, I hope everybody's okay. Now you're going to display a rating to show the compatibility between yourself and your friend. So to display a rating, you will want to create a variable. So create a variable, yeah? So you make a variable here and just type in rating. And when you create OK, you'll get a set of codes, just like that. So you want to set a rating about compatibility between you and your friends on button A and B is pressed. So set rating. Go to variables. You've already created a variable called rating. Now grab set rating here and put it under your while loop, your repeating loop, which is the green code, like that. Like I said, you're going to choose a random number to show the compatibility between yourself and your friend. Okay, so to pick a random number between yourself and to decide a random compatibility between yourself and your friend, you're going to go over to maths here, which is a purple block, maths here. So what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down until you find pick random, which is here. So let me repeat, you're going to go over to maths here. You're going to scroll down to pick random here. Once you pick random, bring it over beside rating, because you're going to set a random compatibility rate between yourself and your friend here. So let me change this to maybe 100. Let's make the numbers a bit larger. So as usual, you can change the values here by highlighting it and then just typing it. So just like that. So add a show number now to show the rating of the screen on the screen. To show number, the code will run for you a number, but now you want to show the number. To show the number, you go back to basic here. Show number here. And just drag it below your set rating. Once this code runs, this red set rating code runs to pick a random number, you want to show the number here. But what is the number you're showing? You're showing the rating variable. Okay? You're going to show the rating variable here. So go to variables here, click rating and input here. So whatever rating that comes here that runs in this code will be shown here. So let's have a slight pause so that after the number is shown, you can actually view the number for a while. Okay? You don't want it to just show and disappear all over again. So what you're going to do is, let's create a pause as well as a repeated show, create a pause and show LEDs. You already have a pause here, you already have show LEDs here. So the shortcut would be you can duplicate it. Okay? So just go over to pause, right click and duplicate it. Just like that. And you will see it's created here. And just arrange it below show number. So you want to pause and show your rating for 1 second here. And then after that, you're going to duplicate this screen here as these LEDs here. Duplicate this. And you're going to bring it down to the bottom. Like that. Let's test our code now. See if our random rating works to show the compatibility between you and your friend. Okay? Let's try here on your simulator here first. So when you are on start, you have this show LEDs. Okay? Now let's press A and B and see what happens. So you will see that the question mark will flash 5 times. It repeats for 5 times. So the random rating of compatibility between you and your friend was 36. Mine was 36. I'm not sure what all of you got. I'm sure it's different from mine.
Yeah,
Okay?
different.
Yeah, it should be different. Okay? So let's make it a little bit more creative, I would say. Maybe set a range whereby if it's a high rating, maybe you want to create something like a icon or an image to show that you love the rating or you really like the high rating. Okay. So after the rating is shown naturally, you would want the code to decide whether it's a high or low rating. So what we do is you're going to go to logic here and you're going to choose if, because you want to say if the rating is high, do something. If the rating is low, do something. That's the general idea. Okay. So go over to logic, grab if, and you would want to show it here. After you have shown and paused the number, you want to decide whether or not the rating is high or low. That's up to you. Let's see what's next. After you have shown the if block, so let's decide that you want to display a heart, a heart image for a rating over 75. Okay? So what you're going to do now is go back to logic here, go to comparison and grab the lesser or equals, and you're going to change this here. You want it to be more than 75, remember? Here, like that. Now, you want the rating to be more than 75. You've already shown the rating here. So, to make sure the rating is detected, you want to duplicate the rating and put it here. You want to say if the rating shown is more than 75. So highlight here, highlight the 0 here and put 75. Like that. Does this make sense to all of you? Are you okay? Please let me know if you have any questions, okay? All right.
Atika, yeah,
Next,
I can follow and then I completed this module, but I need to drop to another meeting already. Thanks a lot for your
I
training.
all right, no
Yeah,
problem. We'll send over the recording link. Thank
thank
you
you.
for
Thank you,
coming. All
Atika.
right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, let's continue. So this, you've already set the rating. You've already shown the rating. Now you want to say if the rating is more than 75, here. You want to show LED. You want to show an icon. You want to show an LED, an image, sorry. You want to show an image here to say that, wow, my rating is high and I want to show a heart to say that it's over 75. You can either go back to basic and grab show LEDs here, or you can easily duplicate here too, whichever that is convenient to you. So here I am going to draw a heart to say that if my rating is over 75, a heart will be displayed. Okay, maybe I'll give you a few seconds, check your coding if everything is right. So you want the heart to be displayed for 1 second. You don't want it to just appear and go away with a blink of an eye. Similarly, like you did above, you're going to pause this display here. So you can go over to pause here and duplicate. Or you can go over to basic here and grab a duplicate block. And grab a pause block right here. Okay. And you want to display it for 1 second. So that's 1000 milliseconds. Just repeat as you did above, okay? Which means that you're going to also include clear screen. Go to basic and clear screen here. And you're going to pause again. Like that. Alright, so let's try our code and see if it runs and see if you get a rating over 75. You might not get over 75 the first time. If you are, that's very lucky. You might need to test it a few times for you to see the effect of over 75 rating. So let me try if mine works. So you have, as you did initially, you're repeating the question mark 5 times here. And then it will choose a random rating between 0 to 100. And I got 17, which is less than 75. So when it's less than 75, after it has shown the rating, the compatibility rate between you and your friends here, mine was 17. So it will immediately jump here. It will never go through the if coding because mine was lesser than 75. So let me see if I can try again and get over 75. While I'm doing this, you can also try on yours and see if you can get your heart display if you have a rating over 75. I got 84. That's nice. So, you see the heart display. I hope some of you saw it. Okay. I'll give you a few minutes, maybe 3 minutes, let's say 3 minutes. Try it on your device, download it to your device, or some of you have become adaptable to pairing it. So you can either download or pair your device and then test it on your Microbit device and see whether when you press A and B together, when you press buttons A and B together on your Microbit device, you can check out if your coding works and if you get a rating to see the compatibility between you and your friend.
Atika, I have a question.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I see on your simulator you have A plus B button. I missed the part. How do I put the A plus B button there?
Oh, sure, no problem. So the A plus B button, the pink one, right? Yeah. So you can just go over
What I
here, you
mean
see?
is on the simulator you have A plus B.
Uh-huh.
So is that because my simulator only A and then B separated. So the A plus B button will come out after I put the coding, is it?
Yes, yes.
I see.
You
Okay.
must set it up here. You see up here on
Mm-hmm.
your pink color code, you have to click on the small arrow here and click A plus B. Do you
Okay.
see this? Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Once you click this, then your A plus B button will appear here on the
Okay.
simulator. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
All right, no problem. So like I said, to try it out on your device, you have to press A and B together. It's not like on the simulator, yeah. Your simulator has a special icon here for A plus B, but on your device, you have to physically press A and B together to see if your rating works, okay? Is everybody okay with the testing out it on your device? Any problem? Okay, so the challenge now is if any of you have tried it out on your device, nicely done. So the challenge now is you want to set a rating to show a compatibility rate that is low, and you want to show a display when your rating is low. You already showed here a rating and a display when it's high. So try to see if you can figure out a code when the rating is low. How would you do it? Don't look at the lesson module and the solution yet. Look at this code here. When you created for a high rating, now you want an option. You want an option when it's low rating. Let's say less than 25, less than 25. What would you do here? What would you do to show a sad face rating when it's less than 25? So the clue here is you leave this. Don't change this. Don't change your over 75 rating. Leave it as it is. You want to add a coding below below here, below here, below your if rating more than 75. You want to add a code there to show if your rating is less than 25, you want to show LEDs of a maybe of a cross or a sad face. Maybe I'll give you 5 minutes. I'll give all of you 5 minutes. See if you can try it out. So is everyone doing okay? Were you able to figure out if you can come up with a code if the rating is less than 25? Maybe somebody can let everybody know, someone to volunteer if you got it. Anybody? Somebody, or maybe some of you are still figuring it out. Or do you need help? Do you need help in the coding as to how to create the if less than 25 rating?
Still working on it.
I see. Okay, okay. All right. Okay, so maybe I'll share mine and see if you got the same. It's been more than 5 minutes, I think. So let's see if you have come up something similar to mine. You have your over 75 rating here to show a heart if your rating is over 75. So the question was, if you can come up with a code to show if the rating is less than 25, show a sad face or a cross display to indicate the rating is to indicate the rating shown is less than 25. So this is my code. Were you all able to come up with something similar? There's actually two possibilities. So this is one. This is one way to do it. You're actually just doing you're actually just repeating the similar steps that you did for rating over 75. What you have changed is the less than sign here you have changed the value here to 25 and the display here. So I've chosen across. The pause and clear screen are just the similar steps as above. So I'm going to try out mine when I click A plus B. So I have my question mark coming 5 times. And then I got a rating of 74, which is neither more than 75 nor it is lesser than 25. So I'm going to try again, see if I can get something over 75 or lesser than 25. I got 56, which is the same case as well. So when it's neither more than 75 or lesser than 25, the rating, after the rating is shown, it will just go to the last show LEDs. It's not a possibility within these two codes here, okay? So, did any of you try and were able to come up with over 75 or less than 25? Anybody? So no one? No one was able? Okay, so okay, then just refer to this coding here. This is one possibility, okay? Hold on, yeah. This is one possibility. The other possibility would be, if let's say I were to remove this, I'm going to get rid of everything, okay? I'm going to get rid of the less than 75. Another possibility of showing a rate that is not more than 75, which means it's if else, if else. How do you get an if or else? It's simple. You have if here, if it's more than 75. You see this small plus button here. If you were to click this, you will get an else code. It's connected, just like that. Similarly, it's also here actually. When you go over to logic, it's already here. It's the same code. Just like that. So else here will work in the case where the rating is not more than 75. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to put it here under else. And I'm going to show a cross here. So if the rating is not more than 75, then it will show a cross. And I'm going to duplicate this as well. Pause and clear screen. So now, when I run my code here, when I press A plus B here, you will see that it's a little bit different than the code before. The code before you set the rating to be less than 25. So here, if it's 16 and it will come across. Because I already set here, if the code is more than 75, you get a heart. Otherwise, you'll get a cross. Okay? I think that's the end of lesson 5 module. See if you can download this code into your device and try it out on your device if you can see the difference. We'll resume with, I think I'll decide to do the extra module instead of lesson 6. Lesson 6 is for you to try out on your own. We'll go through the extra lesson module instead, whereby you'll be using some of the materials and tools in your Microbit kit. Okay, so take 5 minutes and we'll continue with the extra lesson module. Okay.
Okay, Atika. Just let you know, just now I managed to get the code up. Just I
Okay.
was on mute, not able to answer you. Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. So were you able to try on your device as well?
Yeah, I'm trying now. So actually, I missed last session. So I'm trying to load the code to my device now. Not sure.
Are you downloading it or are you pairing your device?
Eh, just now I pressed pairing.
Okay, all right. So if it's pairing, it's fine with you. It's okay, no problem. Some of your colleagues were able to pair. Some decided to use with downloading. So it's up to
Oh,
you. Yeah.
okay. So download will use a USB cable, where pairing will be the Bluetooth.
But pairing is something like Bluetooth, but you still need the cable so that it's connected.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll just be instant. It'll be more instant than downloading it. You see, when you download, this is what happens. You have to highlight your code and then drag it over. I think by pairing, it'll be quite instant actually.
I
Immediate.
see.
Yeah. You can test it out on your own. Some of your colleagues already said that they would prefer pairing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. From last week's session. So their coding ran faster compared to when I was downloading it manually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it working on the device already.
All right. Good. Good to hear. Okay, I think we can continue now. So please be ready with the extra lesson module. I think I entitled it lesson 7 extras, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, lesson 7 extras. So the first part of this module will be using the buzzer. So what you'll be needing in this part of the module will be the buzzer, obviously, your Microbit board, your black USB cable, crocodile clips. You'll need 2 crocodile clips. Yeah, you'll need 2 crocodile clips. So maybe I can stop sharing and just show all of you. Okay, so I hope the video is working and you can see me. Yeah, so this is the buzzer. Okay, this is the buzzer, and you have three I think more crocodile clips, more than 3. Yeah, more than 3, but you only need 2. It would be best if you were to take a small one and a larger one, just to differentiate, for the sake of differentiating. Okay, anybody need any help detecting your buzzer and your crocodile clips? I'm sure it's quite okay for all of you. Yeah.
Are you showing video? Oh
Yeah.
Now I can see now.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the buzzer. You have your red and black cable on your buzzer. Okay. And I'm going to use two crocodile clips. One is smaller and the other one is larger. Okay. So that's all you'll be needing. So like I said, in your module, it will show you how to connect and play a sound or melody on your Microbit board. You will be connecting the Microbit board to the buzzer, and you'll be using the crocodile clips to do it. Okay? And you'll also be using the music coding blocks for this part. So how you're going to connect your Microbit to the buzzer. So here is how you're going to do it. You will realize that on your Microbit board, you have a pin O. This is your pin O. Pin O. Okay? The one with the number 0. Pin 0. And G and D here is ground. It stands for ground. Okay? So the idea is that you connect the red cable here on your buzzer to pin O. Okay? And the black cable on your buzzer to ground. So you're going to use the crocodile clips to do that. Okay? So what you will do now is, like I put in my module, use the big crocodile clip, and just connect and just pin it on pin O. Okay, just like that. See, like that. That's the big crocodile clip on pin O. Okay, and I'm going to use the smaller crocodile clip. This is a smaller one. Excuse me. Yes. So this is the smaller one, and I'm going to connect it to ground on the Microbit, like that. Make sure it's there, connected correctly and nicely. Okay, and then So you have your big and small crocodile clip. Your big one is on pin O, your small one is on ground, okay? So like the module says, pin O, which is on your which is connected through your big crocodile clip, pin O goes to the red cable, okay? Pin O goes to the red cable. So make sure it touches the cable. Make sure it touches the cable, okay? And then, hold on, yeah, give me a moment, please. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so like I said, your red crocodile clip, which is on pin O on the microbit, goes to the red cable. Red cable on your buzzer.
Atika, you're on mute.
Let me see again. Okay, can you hear me now? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, good. Let me see if I can show you the whole thing like that. Okay. So this is the bigger crocodile clip on pin 0, pin 0. It's connected to the red cable on your buzzer. See, red cable on the buzzer. And your smaller crocodile clip connected to your ground pin on the microbit like that. That is connected to the black cable on your buzzer like that. Okay. So can I have an indication, is your buzzer and kit connected nicely? Then we can move on with the coding.
Yeah.
All right, okay, good. So let me share my screen and we'll go to the coding part. So you're going to create a new code here. Naturally, you will want to create a new project, okay? So go back to the home page here. If you're on your Microbit coding page from before, just click on this icon, this home icon, and you'll go back to this create page here. So you're going to create a new project. Click create new project. I will name this a piezo buzzer. Like that. And I'm going to create this. So in this case here, you're not going to use the on, start and forever button. So you can get rid of it like that. Or you can just delete it like this, okay? Here, you're going to use the input button, this input button here. You're going to press button A, button B, and upon pressing button A or button B, the melody will play. So by choosing this input code, you have the choice of playing the melody at your will whenever you want. Instead of using on start, it will only play once on start, or forever, it will play forever. Okay, so by using the control button A, you can control whenever you want to play the melody. Okay, so click on input button A, and like I said, you'll be using music blocks here, okay? So you're going to go over to music here, see the red color code, red orange light code here. You're going to click on it and you're going to scroll down a bit to the bottom and go to melody here. So when you're at melody, choose this. start melody code here. Block, okay? Just click this and arrange it under on button A is pressed. Just like that. Okay? You'll notice that your simulator here has is a bit different than before. It has connected, it shows connectivity to your buzzer at the bottom here, okay? So once you've chosen this, you know to set whether you want to press button A, button B, or button A plus B. Let's go with button A first to start off. And when you choose a melody here, you actually have the choice of choosing whatever kind of melody you want. You have entertainer, you have ringtone, you have blues, you have birthday, okay? So I'm just going to go with Dada. Click on it and you can choose however many times you want to play it once in the background or for it. Click on it many times so to test out, let's go with once first. Okay? Okay. Try this. So that should happen when you press your simulator. Okay? That was just me pressing the simulator here. That wasn't the buzzer yet. That was still on your laptop. Okay? So that played the melody da da dum once. Why don't you try now to download it or pair it to your device and see if it works. See if your melody plays on your buzzer when you press on button A, okay? So I'm going to try and do it too. I'm going to download mine in Safari. Okay, so I was able to transfer it to the Microbit device. I'm going to see if mine works when I press on button A. So can you hear? When I pressed on button A, it played a melody. Okay? Give me a second, please. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, so were you all able to play it on your buzzer, your actual buzzer, not on your laptop or desktop? Anybody successful to play it on your buzzer?
Yes.
All right, nice. Okay, maybe one more person? Anybody else successful in playing on your buzzer? If you're having problem with the camera, just input in the chat, no problem. I'll be checking the chat from time to time as well. Okay, I assume everybody is good with their connection. Please let me know if you're having problem, okay? And we'll go through it step by step. It's no problem, just let me know. So when you do something like this, you also can choose multiple kind of inputs, you know. It's not just necessarily A. You can also choose maybe on B and choose a different melody. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this, right click and duplicate this. And maybe I'll choose something else. I'll choose entertainer and then I want to play it forever. Okay, and then I'm going to also choose another kind of input, maybe on shake, like that, when you shake your device. And I'm going to right click and duplicate this. I'm going to choose a different music. Prelude. Okay, and I'll play here like that. So let's see if this works on the simulator. Okay, so when I press A, and when I press B, you'll notice that when I press B, it repeated forever, okay? So that's the idea of it. And let's say when I go to shake, it'll play the melody. Okay, just like that. So that's the idea of it, okay? I'm just giving you some options to see how the melody works and what kind of repetition it is and on what kind of movement it plays on. So you have button A, you have button B. You can also test for button A and B together. You can use on shake. You can also, you will realize that when you press on shake here, you have other kind of movements. See? So logo up is when the logo is facing up, down. You have screen facing upwards when it's downwards. By tilting it, by letting it fall, free fall. Okay, and this is when you have some sort of power connected to it. Okay, so I tried on free fall actually when I did it the first time. You don't need to let it fall. You don't have to let it go on such a high height actually. Quite a short fall is fine. Maybe about, you can test it out at 5 cm first, that kind of fall. If it's not, if you don't hear anything, then just increase it little bit by little bit. I wouldn't suggest it by letting your microbit device fall on such a distance, then you may damage your device, okay? So be careful using free fall. Let's test some animation with your music. So when I say animation is normal, you go back to showing icons, okay? Instead of show LED, instead of using this, show LEDs, you're going to use show icon. So I'm going to grab this and put it under button A. I'm going to let this be a default icon. And maybe when I press button B, I'm going to right click show icon and duplicate. I want to choose a different picture, maybe a right sign, okay? And when I shake it, maybe I'm going to right click and duplicate this and choose a different icon, maybe the shape of a house, perhaps. So what happens is that anytime you play your melody, the icon here should be displayed on your microbit device, which means that the LEDs on your microbit device will light up as well. Okay? You can try it out here on your simulator, just like that. See? This is what happens. Sorry about that. See, the display image on the simulator showed a house, I think, looks like a house. Yeah, when I shook it. So I'm going to download this and try it on my device. Is everybody okay? Are you all able to follow with the show icon and multiple kind of input?
How to make the simulator shake?
You will notice that when you use the input, this pink block here, shake, you are able to get this, yeah? On
Yes,
shake?
yes.
Yes? Okay, good. So when you have this, automatically here, see, this button here will appear, shake.
How about put free fall? I couldn't get
Free
separator
fall,
works.
free fall would mean, hold on. Free fall, it happened when I download it on the device.
Okay, so it will not
Yeah,
show, have a way to test in the simulator.
Not when I tried it out. So I'm going to maintain with shake, okay? So I've transferred it to my Microbit device. So I'm going to try out. You should try it out as well. When you press button A, your music should play, your melody should play, as well as the icon should be displayed. So like last week, some of you said when you shake your device, you don't need to shake that much. Yours are quite sensitive. Some of you had to shake a little bit harder. So in my case, I need to shake a little bit harder. Only then the code will run. Okay, any questions so far with music and animation? So far so good?
Yep, okay.
Okay, all right, good, good, all right. So when you go to the next page of the module, you will realize that I included an extra, which is about disconnecting your microbit from the USB cable, and then you're going to connect a battery holder. You can do this at your own time actually. Do we have time to show an example now? Yeah, I think we have time. Yeah. Maybe we can try it out once, okay, with this buzzer. So if you have your battery holder with you, I'm going to stop sharing, okay? I'm going to show all of you. Give me a moment. Okay, so this is your battery holder, right? Okay, and you can slide it to input your batteries here. So don't forget to input your batteries here. It is your power output, okay? And then you have your buttons here, on and off buttons. Just slide it, simple as that. So the module shows that you're going to disconnect this. Remember that you already transferred your code into the Microbit device. So it's saved inside here actually. It's saved inside here actually. So you can actually just disconnect this, like that, okay? And you're going to connect it to the battery holder here, okay? You're going to connect it to the battery holder, slip it in like you would the USB cable, okay? So make sure you have batteries in it and then try it out. Try it out when you when you press on button A, button B, and when you shake, your Microbit device, your Microbit code should run as usual because your battery is the power now instead of the USB cable when it's connected, instead of the laptop when it's connected using the USB cable. I'll give you, let's say 3 minutes. Is that good? Try connecting it to your battery holder. Is everybody doing okay? Were you all were any of you able to connect it to your battery and play your melody using the battery as a power source instead of your laptop or desktop? Okay, I assume everybody is fine when using the battery and the battery holder. Can we move on to the next part on the lesson module, which is about using the servo motor? Yes? No?
Yes, I'm
Anybody?
okay.
Okay, all right. Yes, all right. Thank you. Okay. So on the next part on the lesson module, we have a servo motor. So in this case, you will be needing this servo motor and the extension wire. It should be connected, okay? You don't need to connect it on your own. And you will also need this. This is called the wings or arms. You will only need one, okay? And you will need 3 crocodile clips for this part of the module, okay? So in this case, you're going to connect the servo motor to your microbit, okay? And then you're going to see that when you run a code, the wing on the servo motor here will move a certain angle. And you'll be connecting all of this using the crocodile clips. And in this case, I will be teaching you how to use advanced blocks. It's called pins. So let's see how it works. So just an idea, okay? Just to let you all know. In the module, you can see that there are 3 kinds of wires on your servo motor. You have the brown, you have the red, you have the yellowish orange. Looks more orange though. Yeah, let's go with orange, okay? So the black wire here, the brown wire here is connected to a black wire. Your red is connected to a red and your orange is connected to a white, okay? So when you connect it to your microbit board, you must make sure that brown and black, brown, black goes to the ground pin. Your red wire goes to the power, which is the 3V pin. And your orange white goes to either pin 0, 1 or 2. So pin 0, 1 or 2 here, 0, 1 or 2 here is the general purpose pin, which means that whatever code or command you send, it will run based on the input, whichever input you choose, okay? The 3V here acts as a power pin, and your ground is to complete the circuit. All right, so you have your servo motor like that. What you're going to do is you're just going to take these arms here or wings, and you're just going to connect it to the head of the servo motor. Just push it in like that. Okay, just push it in like that. See? Now we are going to connect the crocodile clips on the microbit board and then connect the other end of the crocodile clips to the servo motor, okay? So make sure you get your colors right. So in this case, I'm going to put the green one, this green crocodile clip on the ground like that. I'm going to use a red on the 3V, which is the power pin, like that. Okay. I'm going to use the yellow on pin 0. I'm going to use pin 0 here, okay, which means that I'm going to send the codes or the code or the command into pin 0. You will see what I mean later, okay? So it should look something like this. And you're going to connect the other end of the crocodile clips to your servo motor. Since you put green on ground, green crocodile, since I put my crocodile clip, green crocodile clip on ground. So this connection here will go to the brown black cable, brown black wire on your servo motor. So just connect it like that. Like that. Okay. My red crocodile clip on the Microbit board is on the power 3V. Okay. So this is this end of the crocodile clip on the power here. It goes to the red wire on the servo motor. Okay, the red wire on the servo motor wire. Okay, like that. So the last one will be on the orange extension wire on the servo motor, orange white extension wire on the servo motor, like that. Okay, so you have this like that, and it will be connected. Sorry, it's a bit messy here. Let me see. Be connected like that. Okay, this is the extension wire, servo extension wire, and this is the motor. Okay, so put your motor on standing position like that, so that you will see the angle, the wings or arms move when you create your code. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now, and we are going to create the code for your servo motor. Let me see. So go back to the home page. Go back to the home page now, this home page here. You're going to create a new project called Servo Motor, okay? That we're going to create. So let's make a beginning display on your servo motor. So let's move this to the side, or you can delete it, it's fine, you won't be needing it. So on start, let's create a beginning display. I'm going to go to basic here. I'm going to choose an icon, okay? So go to basic, show icon here. Choose this, and I will choose the default icon. You can choose this or you can choose other icon, it's up to you. I'll go with something different this time. Maybe I'll go with a diamond like that. So on start, you will have a diamond. You want to choose something else, it's up to you, okay? Now we are going to go to input here, and we are going to choose on button A press. And also, you're going to choose on button B press. So make sure you have two. One is on button A and one is on button B. Why? Because I'm going to set button A for the motor wing to turn 0 degrees or left, and button B will be the opposite direction, 180 degrees or right. Okay, so to lessen your confusion, let's go to basic here. Show LEDs. Okay, draw an arrow. So this is left, and I'm going to right click and duplicate it, and I'm going to change the direction, and this will be right. Okay, so you already have your buttons, you already have your direction, but how are you going to send the code now to your motor so that the wings will either move left or right? So like I said, you'll be using advanced here, advanced pin here. So you click on advanced and more blocks should appear. Scroll down to pins here. Okay, click on pins and scroll a bit to the bottom. See this servo right pin, servo right pin. Drag this and put it under button A like that. You want to do the similar steps on button B as well, okay? But let's right click and duplicate. Where is it? There you are. Okay, like that. Okay. Remember we set button A to go left or 0 degrees. Okay. So you have to change this here, this value here. So when you click on it, you should get like a meter, value meter. Just click on this button here and slide it to the left until 0, like that. So you have it at 180 degrees, slide it to 0. This is to go left. And this, you maintain it at 180 to go completely right. So this show LEDs here is, the purpose is for you to see which direction it goes. So if let's say you want to go another kind of direction, maybe 90 degrees or negative 90 degrees, okay? You can do that, sorry, not negative 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 270 degrees, 90 degrees or 45 degrees. So you can do that. So let's say if you want to go 90 degrees, so if you want to go 90 degrees like that, that's a bit, yeah, tricky. So it's going facing upwards, yeah. 90 degrees would go upwards. So you can change this arrow to go upwards, something like that. Okay, something like this. But for this purpose, I will go with 0 to go left, okay? Like that, okay? Alright, so now is the time you can actually pair or download this onto your Microbit device. And when you press button A and button B, you will see your servo motor wings move like so, okay? Let me show you. Let me show you, okay? Okay, so see, you have your on start display, which you chose in the beginning, okay? So this is my on start display. This is my servo motor. I think I'm going to show it this way so that you can see. So when I press button A, it's already on 0. So it just barely moves. But when I press B, you'll see the arrow also showing. When I press B, see? Okay? So when I said the pin 0, 1 and 2 are general purpose pin on the microbit, on the microbit board, is because of this here. See, you can choose pin 0, 1, 2. In this case, it's pin 0, 1, 2. Okay? So if you were to choose pin 1 or pin 2, you must then change your crocodile clips from pin 0 to pin 1 or pin 2. Here, I write the code and transferred it to pin using pin 0. So my crocodile clip is on pin 0. If you were to choose pin 1 or pin 2, then your crocodile clip should be on pin 1 or pin 2 respectively. So just take note of that, okay? Is everybody's servo motor, did your wings go left or right like you wanted? Any problem? Hopefully not. Mine is jiggling on both sides, steady. It should actually be a smooth smooth movement from left to right.
It's in some way it's jiggling in some way. It's not like
I see.
after turning right and left, and then it's jiggling. It's like
Oh, okay.
intermittent or something.
But it does turn. It does
Yeah,
turn.
yeah, it does turn.
Okay, okay, good, good. Then that means your code and your motor works fine. Okay, so similarly, you can disconnect your USB cable and use your battery and batteries as your power source as well, like you did for your buzzer. I think you can do that at your own time. Let's move on to the last part of the module, which is your LED and your resistor. I'm going to disconnect the crocodile clips, okay, and the servo motor. So just get ready your one LED and one resistor. Just one LED and one resistor. Okay, so let's go back to home. So for LED and resistor, you will be able to connect the LED and the resistor to the microbit board using the crocodile clips as well. And the LED will light up. Your LED will light up. So you'll be learning how to use the pins blocks here as well. Okay, so when you look at your module, I have a display for you there. It shows the connection using the crocodile clips as well as the resistor and the LED light. So some for you to take note and for you to share with your students, the resistor there controls or limits the current or the power onto the LED so that the LED doesn't burn out. And then the LED lights up when there is power, which means that when your USB cable is connected or when you use your battery and your battery holder, you'll notice that your LED has a short leg and a longer leg. So that's negative and positive respectively. And when you connect it using the crocodile clips to run your code, make sure the two legs on your LED, they don't touch each other. So it might cause the LED to not light up. Okay. So take 2 minutes to connect your LED, your resistor and your crocodile clips. The display is quite straightforward. I'll walk you through it as well. Okay. Okay, so I should have done that actually. Never mind. You have your crocodile clip on pin 0. You have your crocodile clip on pin 0 here. Pin 0 here, okay? And I will put another crocodile clip on ground to complete the circuit like that. Okay? So, the crocodile clip on pin 0 here, the other end, you're going to connect that to your resistor. Okay, just like that. Or like this is fine. Like this is fine. Okay. Have an extra crocodile clip because you're going to connect the other end of the resistor like this. Like this. Okay. And the other end is going to go to your longer leg of the LED. Okay. Longer leg of your LED. The microbit, refer back to your microbit board. The crocodile clip on the ground pin here will be connected to the shorter leg of the LED, like so. So like I said, when you run your code, make sure the two legs don't touch each other like that, which means that some part of the crocodile clip edges might touch the legs. So make sure it doesn't like that. Then your LED might not light up. Okay. So make sure it's separated like this. Okay. So I'm going to share back my screen and we are going to create a new project, the code. So you're going to name it LED and resistor, okay? Like that. So you won't be needing your on start and forever blocks. So you can get rid of it like that. What you'll be needing here is your input blocks for button A and button B. Like that. Button A and button B, like that. Okay? So to light up your LED light, like I said, you're going to use advanced blocks here. Go to advanced blocks here. Sorry about that. Advanced blocks here. You're going to go to pins here. Then you're going to drag digital right pin. This. You're going to connect it just below button A like that. Similarly, do the same for button B as well. Go to pins, digital right pin, drag it under button A and button B here. Okay, and you want to choose the values here. 1 let's put as on and 0 will off. So you're saying that the LED will light up when you press button A, and button B, it acts like an off button. Okay? So we are going to make it more interesting. You want the LED to have a blinking effect. As of now, it'll just light up when you press A, and when you press B, it will go off. So let's have a blinking effect. What you're going to use is a loop, which is a repeat block, as well as pause, so that it'll go on and off. So let me take out pause for you. Let's do pause first, like that. Under basic, go to pause. And I'm going to put it to 1 second, which is 1000 milliseconds. So for it to go on and off, you will need another digital right pin block. So you can go to advanced. You can go to advanced here. Go to pins and drag a digital right pin, or you can easily right click and duplicate. So this, like I said, is like an on for 1. So to off, I will put as 0. And then I'm going to pause again. So pause again, just easily right click and duplicate it, and then put it under the other digital right pin for 1 second as well. Maybe I'll change this to 2. Yeah, to 2, so that it lights up long. It stays lit up longer. Yeah, I'll change this to 2. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so this is still your off button. Okay, button B is still like your off button. So when I say repeat, you will go to loops here. Click repeat, drag it out and put it under button A. So you want to repeat and complete your blinking effect. So drag everything under repeat here, which is the 2 digital code blocks as well the 2 pause blocks, and arrange it under repeat. So you can change the number of times to repeat your blinking, okay? So let's put as 4 as a test. You can put it as 5, 6, up to you. So this is how your final coding should look like. You've arranged your Microbit device as well as the LED. You've created the code for blinking. You have an off button. So let's see if it works, okay? So you will notice that when you click A, your pin 0 will light up like a blinking effect. And when you press B, it will switch off, okay? Try it out now on your device. See if it works. Try it out now, guys. I'm going to try out mine as well. Okay, so mine is downloaded onto the device already. So this is what happens. So make sure these are not touching each other, okay? These are a little bit further apart like that, okay? So I'm going to show you what happens when I click A. Like I said, A is my blinking button. So when I click A, let's see if it's in the camera. Okay, so when I click A, this is what happens. See, it lights up. 2, this is the third blink, and the fourth blink. So it repeats 4 times, and then it switches off on its own. So you can repeat it as many times as you want. You can also use the, if I'm not mistaken, you can also use the forever block, and it will forever blink until you click B and it will switch off. So let's test if your button B works. So I'm going to press button A again for the blinking to start. So let's say halfway through the second blink, I'm going to switch off. See, it's off. I can press my button B properly. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So try it out. Let me see. My button, my crocodile clip is a little bit loose here. Okay, yeah. Let me try again. Okay, button A. Yeah. So when you press button B, it should go off. Is everybody okay? Any problem? Connecting it using the crocodile clips, connecting it to the LEDs, all good? I assume everybody is okay. Since there are no questions, so your LED lights up perfectly. You don't necessarily need to choose a red LED like I did. You can choose a different one. I think that's it from me. Yeah, that's it from me. Any questions? Or comments about the comments of inquiries about the program? Okay, so everybody's good with it. Just to let all of you know, the students will be coming over to our office to collect the Microbit kit from us, starting this Thursday, the day after tomorrow. Yeah, the day after tomorrow, they'll be coming over to the office to collect the kit. We will begin our first class on Sunday. Yeah, we will be arranging the students in groups for all of you. So there will be 3 to 4 of them in each group for each of you. Your first class will be this coming Sunday. You have your morning session as well as the afternoon session. I will finalize the groups and your students and I will share with you the list as soon as I can. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else. Yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting anything else. Do any of you have anything to ask about? Anything you're not sure of? Clarifications, please do ask me and I'll try my best to help you.
Can I ask some questions here?
Yes, Daddy.
So I remember that in the first meeting we have, you mentioned about the last or the final projects. So what I mean is like, are we only limited to the tools that we already have right now, which is LED resistors, servos,
No,
and
like I
buses?
said in the first class, you have the freedom to choose other tools outside your microbit kit. You can use anything else that is not in the kit, so long as it's not harmful to the students, because you are dealing with 10 to 12-year-olds, so you have to keep their safety. Remember, their safety is our first priority. So whatever that you use, whatever tools or materials you use, take note of the safety. Take note of their safety. The microbit board must be your main hardware. Anything else in the kit you can use. If you don't think your project does not require it, it's fine. Or you think that you need tools that are not in the kit, that's your own creativity. So long as it's safe to use, so long as the students are safe to use it, it doesn't harm them in any way. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Daddy. I also included a Q&A kind of PDF file in the last email. You can also refer to that as well. It includes all the questions and also some inquiries that some of your colleagues sent to me last week during the first session. So I've compiled everything and you can refer to it. And if you have more questions, just drop me an email and I'll get back to you about it as well. Oh, on that, also on another note, you will realize that at the end of each lesson modules, I've included some reference links at the bottom. You can check it out, and if you find anything there that is interesting for you to test it out with your students, you can do so. But please, when you create your project, please try not to copy exactly. You can get ideas from it, no problem on that, but it must be your own original idea. Like I said, the projects need not be complicated because we want the students to learn. It's the learning experience that is important, and you want to encourage them to solve a problem. So there should be some cooperation involved, some problem solving skills involved. Try not to, like I said, try not to have a complicated idea about your project.
Tika, I just want to ask, just
Yes.
try to search online. There is actually Bluetooth module on inside the microbit, but do you know where is the block that I should use?
I'm sorry?
There is actually a Bluetooth module inside the microbits ready to use. What I mean is, which category of the block that I should use to enable the Bluetooth modules? I see
Okay.
I see the radio there, right? But where is the Bluetooth modules there?
Okay, let me check that out for you and I'll get back to you.
I mean, I already see it on the reference documentation of the microbits, but I don't see it on the makecode.microbit.org. I only
On your
see
own microbit,
radio.
is it?
Yeah, I only see radio. And what is that radio for?
The radio is when you have more than one microbit. It involves 2 microbit and you'll be sending signals to each other. That
So
is the general idea of using radio.
okay, so I just want another question here. So would it be possible for the kids to actually gather in the same place during the
Yes, yes.
session?
So, okay, maybe some of you
So
missed my email, I think. So let me clarify for all of you here. Hold
that means
on, yeah.
they can play with more than one microbits at the same time, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So that did come up last week as well. Let me share with you again. Hold on, yeah. Give me a moment.
So we can have a
Okay, so
60 modules. Yeah. Okay, sure.
yes, so yeah, can you see this Q&A file that I'm sharing with you? So your questions, so please do read through this because everything that you've asked is actually mentioned here as well. So let's clarify, okay, together. So the ones that your concern is here, number 10. Okay. So are they allowed to meet face to face outside? Yes, it is possible, but you must ensure that you get the parents to have you must have the students' parents' consent on this, and I must be informed about it when you meet outside. So the idea is that, Teddy, do you mean that you want to meet them face to face uh, on a Sunday? Is that
No,
the
no,
idea?
no. That's the other possibility. But what I mean is like it's like a class that when those 4 kids for each group will be meeting together, and then we are here, not with them in person. Is that
Ye-
something that would be possible?
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean, right? So
Yes, yes, yes. So that's two possibilities right now. I will be conducting the virtual classroom for all of you on Sunday. So you'll come in on a Zoom link like you always do, like you are currently, and I'll have a breakout room, they call it. So you'll have the privacy of teaching your students only without interrupting others and others interrupting you. Do you get the idea now?
yeah, what so my question is very simple. So um, all of these students will be coming to the site, or they are just on their own home? Yeah.
They will be at their own home, in their
Mm,
own house.
okay, so there's
Yeah, yeah.
actually it's not a default scenario here. So the default scenario is they join in from their own home. That
Yes,
means there
yes,
is
yes.
no possibility for them to meet each other to to interact, because you cannot use the radio module without the other microbits, right? So
Yes,
that
yes, that is true. So that is why we are giving you the possibility. If you wish to meet each other, you can plan ahead, but you
mm,
must inform us and the parents must give their consent. If
mm,
you wish to meet your students on a Sunday
mm.
outside so that they have the face-to-face interaction.
Because I just have a project in mind, but the project need to be conducting more than one microbits so that they can communicate each other. So in
Yeah,
that sense, yeah,
that sounds great, Teddy.
they need to do
Yeah,
those thing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that sounds great, Teddy. I'm happy to hear that. So if you can plan with your students and your students are up for it, you have the parents' consent, you can meet with all of them in a similar location on a Sunday. Just let us know beforehand, and also the parents' consent must be there as well. Does that sound good? So that you can test out your project if you wish to use more than one microbit.
Possibly like the scenario that I'm telling right now is actually I don't need to be there in person. So, but all the students need to be there in person, if you get what I mean. So the consent might be I will just forwarding them to contact you, and then they will gather themselves, 4 of those students, and then afterwards I just connected from the Zoom meeting, and then I just help them to do it. Is that possible? If you know what I mean, Atika. Hello?
Teddy, are you there?
Yeah,
Or
I'm here. I just
I could
lost
hear
you.
you for a while and then you went off. You're not
No, no,
on mute.
yeah,
Maybe
I'm
you
not on
want
mute.
to type it out?
Yeah, I think your voice is clear now. So
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. Yes.
yeah, so what I mean is that would it be possible for you to help to organize those four kids? Maybe it's not in the first meeting, maybe in the second
Okay.
meeting or the third meeting that all of these four students in my group will be
Uh-huh.
gathering together in the same room, maybe in your area, in your office,
Okay.
in the breakout room. But I don't want to be in that meeting. I'm not sure if I can come as well. So I will still guiding them from the Zoom meeting in some way.
I see.
You,
Okay,
you
okay.
know what I
Now I
mean,
get
right?
you.
So
Okay,
so so
okay.
so,
All
so,
right, all right.
so I just do require them. Four of those kids will be in the same room
Mm-hmm.
with your supervisions. That will be
But
my
you will
my
be
idea.
there to supervise them on the projects as well as the
Yes,
teaching, right?
yes, but it's
Okay, I get your idea
but I
now.
will be doing it from the Zoom meeting. I'm not there in person. That's what I mean.
Teddy, I'm off. You're
Sorry?
Mhm. But I see. Okay, okay.
Um,
Can I take that down and I'll get back
yeah,
to you on Teddy? And can
yeah,
I get
yeah,
back to
just
you on it? Is that okay?
yeah, sure. Just give
Okay.
me some feedback from the parent point of view, because the good news is the good thing is that the kids can actually interact with each other, you know.
Okay,
Um,
let me get back to you on that. Okay.
even
So,
without even without the instructor in person there. I mean,
I
I
see.
mean the good thing is the good or the ideal way should be offline, but I'm not sure if I
Yes.
can come on site, so I will
Okay.
still be able to help them and guide them on the Zoom link, Zoom meeting. But if they are up to joining in the class, so they can come on the on site, but only four of those kids on site in the same group, and then I will be guiding them from the Zoom meeting. Yeah,
Okay. All
but
right.
it's it,
I
it's
will.
not it's only happening when the parents also allow them to, right?
Okay, sure. I will definitely check on that. Let me check on that if that's a possibility, and then I'll get back to you. Does that
Mm.
sound good?
Yeah, at least if it is possible, I don't require them to be there in person every week. Maybe the last week, so that we can
Oh, okay.
test it out,
Okay.
the ideas. Yeah. Because I'm just interested on those the last bit. So I mean, the reason why is not because to increase the interaction between the kids, but it's just
Mm.
to enable the projects. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Okay. All right.
yeah. Thanks.
All right. You're welcome.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, Atika. Okay,
Nisa.
Nisa here.
Okay. All right.
Just need to inform you everyone, this Sunday.
Sorry, sorry. Nisa, you are breaking. I cannot hear you at all. You're very echo-like.
Can you hear me? I mean, if
Better,
you can hear me, I think I just start.
Yeah. Nisa, maybe you can type because I can hear you like it's like a crackling voice. Atika, I have to be at the state this coming Sunday. Need your help first to arrange my group this Sunday. Okay, Nisa, you have a preference for the morning session, correct? Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, you mentioned you have a preference for morning session. Okay, so just for this week, right? Just for this week only? we will step in and arrange your. We will step in as a temporary mentors for your group only. Only for this week. Okay, sounds good, Nisa. I will take note of it now. Okay. Okay. I will help you on that this week, Nisa. No problem. Thank you for letting me know early. Anybody else? Any questions, clarifications? If you're okay, you're all good. Thank you so much for coming to our
Katika,
session.
just want to
Yes.
ask one more question.
Yes, sure.
Where can we buy some of the electronics components like photo sensors or those type of things? I don't see it in Microbit, right?
Yeah, it's not in Microbit. Sorry, what did you mention? What were the specific things?
Like a sensor, temperature sensor. It's
Temperature.
it's only accelerometer inside the Microbit, right? So there is
Okay, I will.
no other sensor or anything around those. I just want to know if where to get those in Malaysia because I'm not
Okay.
familiar. Yeah. Or do we need
Generally,
to
it will be only
buy
hardware
it?
stores, but specifically, I can check it out for you and let you know. Okay. So
Yeah.
you asked for temperature sensor. Anything else?
The photo sensor.
Okay. All right.
I mean, there are many of those can be used. Yeah.
Nika, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, actually in the Microbit, we do have an temperature sensor. It's an input device inside our Microbit.
Yeah. The accelerometer and temperature sensor. Yeah. Now that you mention it, sorry, it just slipped my mind.
The temperature is you can actually use the coding block is there in the make code Microbit.
Yes, thank you, Nisa. Yeah. Sorry, it just slipped my mind.
Okay.
Yes, so everything is in the coding, correct? Let me look. Function arrays, pins.
I think it's in basic, if I was not mistaken.
Basic, you have in basic, yes, you have in basic. You have basic for position, north, south, things like that. Yeah.
Can you share the screen? I cannot see it.
Hold on.
And where is the location in the board?
Oh, it was in input. Sorry.
Input, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So basic, you have something like this
Yeah, there's
here.
a temperature. Yeah, compass
Yeah.
and
So,
temperature.
yes. So everything else is here because acceleration meter, movement, detection, everything else is here. So
No,
it's
but
already embedded in the Microbit board.
correct. But which chip that is actually associated with the temperature sensor? Which occasion? I do see
This
the
one.
accelerometer pins, compass. There's a
Do you see this?
gyroscope inside. Yeah. No. You are misunderstood. So can you show it in the board, on the board?
Oh no,
Oh,
like
okay.
for the temperature
It-
part,
it's not
once you
visible,
click it,
right?
it will come
No,
out like the.
I mean my question is where the location on the board. That's my question. If you flip the board, then you can see there are three chips there. The smallest one is the accelerometer, and then the one in the close to the reset button is actually BLE. Is a Bluetooth, is it? Yeah, BLE antenna, Bluetooth low energy. And then
Okay, hold on. Let me. let me open up the picture for you. I remember saving one for everyone. Perhaps I share it. Hold on. Where is it? Give me a second. Yeah. Hold on. Give me a second, tadi.
Yeah, because some of the kids may figure out where is the temperature sensor. Actually, it's very powerful. Just, yeah.
Okay, let me see. Okay, got it. So you said you flipped it, right, Teddy? Yeah. So what
Yeah.
I'm seeing right now is, hold on, my.
You have to turn on your camera.
Yeah. It's here.
Just have to turn down, the reading will come out.
Yeah,
So
which one is the temperature sensor? Where is
Okay,
the-
so do you see this small chip here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything regarding
The
to
temperature also there, is
sensors.
it?
Yes, exactly.
So that one is,
Everything.
it says compass accelerometer pins, right?
As well as
Temperature sensor.
temperature. Yes. As well as temperature. So it's already embedded. Everything is embedded inside here.
Okay, cool. Okay, perfect. And oh yeah, you can
Yeah.
actually add, yeah.
Is that okay? You discovered it on your own. Okay.
Yeah. I just discovered right now there is a
Yeah.
Bluetooth that you can add in. So maybe I can share the screen.
Yeah, go ahead.
So how to share the screen?
There should be a button at the bottom there that says
Yeah.
share screen.
So I found the Bluetooth module.
Yes.
So if you haven't seen it, maybe you can just add extension and then there is a Bluetooth over here that you can choose. So you can add
So the
more.
extension is actually at the bottom of your block. If you
Yes.
scroll
So
down to the bottom of your block, yeah. Yes,
so
exactly there.
before there were no Bluetooth. So what
Mm-hmm.
you can do is go to the extension because I already click it, so there is no more. So
Yeah, exactly.
maybe I can remove it or I
It's
cannot
okay.
remove.
I'll share it. I'll share it.
So at
Let
least
me share mine.
yeah, at least I found the Bluetooth. Yeah.
Let me share mine.
Yeah, there you go. So if you go back,
Okay.
maybe can you go back
Yes.
so that people can see it?
Okay, so what Teddy meant was this. Hold on, let me just format my quotes right here. So Teddy asked about anything related to sensors, everything else is here. And when he mentioned about Bluetooth, you just need to scroll down to the bottom here. You see this extension button, just click on it and everything, whatever you need is here. Anything in extra is here. And Teddy wanted Bluetooth, so you just need to click on it and the blocks will be added. Okay?
Yeah, correct. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, no problem, Teddy. Thank you also. Okay, other than Teddy asking questions, okay, and Nisa's class this week as well. I think besides this, we're done. Yeah, we are done. Thank you so much everyone for joining today's class. And I'm very excited to see all of you this coming Sunday. Whatever information left, I will update you definitely before Sunday arrives. If nobody else has any other questions, I think we can end our class. Yes?
Thank you, Monica.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. All right,
Bye. Bye for now.
bye. I will send the recording once it's up. Thank you, everyone.